Hello. Yes, I am live again. It's been a couple of weeks, but I wanted to come on live because I've got a lot to say, and sometimes a written post, doesn't always get read. So I thought I'd try this, go live, see what happens, and go from there. Really. So I am really excited for August. 1st of August today, and I have been working quite hard behind the scenes this last week while still, doing some holiday things with the children. I was asked a question last week by my lovely friend and best business witch you could possibly imagine. She asked me, what would break my heart if I couldn't fix it? And I had an immediate response to that. And I have talked to her since, and I have done some research, and it's really interesting to me that the immediate response I had was to be able to help children more. So, as lots of you know, I am a single parent of 3. I mostly solo parent those children. They don't go anywhere else very often at all at the moment. I am a primary school teacher, and I am a hypnotherapist. And in March this year, I did a Hypno for Children course. So I did CPD, and I learnt how to work with children with hypnotherapy. And I got really, really excited, and I really wanted to launch it all immediately there and then, because once I've got an idea in my head, I feel like I have to do it straight away. But then I started teaching again, and that has taken up a lot of my time, a lot of headspace, a lot of everything, really. But now it's the summer holidays, I have a bit more time, I have a bit more headspace, a bit more, I've got a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas, and I have been thinking about it a lot over the last week or so since I spoke to my friend about it. I did some research last weekend while I was away with the children. Actually, I posted in lots of parenting groups, and I just said, if I could give you a magic wand, what would you fix for your children? And the responses that came back were heartbreaking, to be perfectly honest. I wanted to cry at quite a lot of them. Just the pressure that our children are under, and how this manifests itself for an awful lot of children in anxiety, lacking in confidence, not knowing how to manage big feelings and big emotions, having to deal with chronic illnesses. Honestly, I had so many replies from the groups, and it really, really got me to thinking. I currently don't have the time or the space to offer one-to-one hypnotherapy services for children, because for me right now, I very strongly believe that a one-to-one service for children should be in person. As they get older, possibly an online connection would be okay, because they're much more used to doing things online. But for the slightly younger ones, I feel like an in-person connection would be better. So I can't offer those sessions. But what I have been thinking about, and what I am going to be launching this month, is an audio library, a hypnotherapy audio library, to help with some of those things that these children are struggling with so much. I know from my own experience with my own children that 2 of the 3 of them have struggled to sleep. Alfie listens to an audio every single night that's not by me, which I have no idea why I'd never thought of doing it for him before. They have, all 3 of them, struggled with separation anxiety over the times. to a certain extent they still do, a little bit. We talk a lot about emotions, and we use strategies and things that I have learned myself to help with that. But I think possibly when they were going through the worst of it, if I'd thought and knew what I know now, I might have been able to help them in a different way. And that is what my plan is going to be going forward. So what you will notice is over the next few weeks, months, my content on social media is going to change hugely. Obviously, it's not going to be aimed at the children themselves. It's going to be aimed at parents, carers, people looking after the children that need the help. Because children should not be on social media. So you will notice a big change in the content that I am creating. Will I still work with adults? Yes. I'm not going to not work with adults because I love what I do. I love working with adults on their worries, their anxieties, their problems. And I do also have audios for adults. I have some brilliant ones for anxiety, for stress, for confidence, for sleep. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them over. I'm going to put them all onto a new website and actually tell people about them, because I've had them for months and months and months, and I just don't tell people about them. I have them sitting on a website, and I don't know, maybe I just think they're going to be, magically discovered, and they're not going to be. So I will talk about those as well, because a regulated parent or carer is going to be better placed to help a child regulate themselves emotionally as well. So the two go hand in hand. And what I'm aiming to do is to create quite a big content library of different audios for different things. I do have to remember that I am only one person, and I do have quite a lot going on in my own life. But I am going to be recording quite a lot of audios over the next little while and releasing them. I will have a bit of a focus on school anxiety as well, because from my own experience, there are a lot of children out there that suffer a lot with anxiety around school, and schools can only do so much. They try very, very hard in most cases. I'm not going to suggest that anybody that has struggled with that has had a different experience. I know the school I work at tries really hard to help support children emotionally. Teachers try to support children as emotionally as possible, but this is just one more tool that can be used when Ruby has struggled with school, with her emotions, with things. We always talk about a toolbox, and this is just one tool in the toolbox that can help to support and help our children with their worries, their anxieties, everything. So I've started waffling because I didn't look at my notes, because I just started talking. I am very, very passionate about helping our children, and I don't know why I haven't brought all this together before now, because the three things in my life that I am most proud of for myself, and I guess call them achievements, is parenting. My kids are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. And they are lovely. So I do feel like I've achieved quite well with that, with my own parenting and teaching. Yes, I took a big break, but I've gone back to it, and not a single day has gone by where I've thought I've made a mistake by going back to it, because I have loved every single day, even the challenging ones, and there have been some challenging days, but I know I made the right decision in going back into teaching. And then the third thing that I'm most proud of is hey Claire, thank you for commenting. The third thing that I am most proud of having achieved is becoming a hypnotherapist. I have had the toughest few years. I don't want to go too much into it, but it has been a really, really tough few years. And despite that, I have retrained and requalified and kept going. And I am actually a doubly certified hypnotherapist because I keep doing courses and keep training because I like to learn. But actually there comes a time when I have to apply that. So bringing the three things together, parenting, teaching and hypnotherapy, just feels right now like the logical next step. But also there's a huge emotional connection to it as well, because do you know what, even if I just help one child that's not my own, I will feel like I have made an enormous difference to someone's life, and for me that's really, really important. So yeah, more waffle, sorry, can't help it, I've just got so much to say. So you might find that I start doing this a bit more often, because my children get a bit bored, they don't want to hear it all the time. So I might just do this and just, you know, when I'm live, I'm just talking to myself on camera. So, you know, perhaps I'll just start doing that a bit more often. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any kind of questions, please do let me know. And I look forward to creating and putting the content out there and the audio library. And I am super excited to help our children with all the things they've got going on. So yeah, any questions, please do let me know. See you soon.